What's up, you guys? My name is Aaron Oster. I am a #1 best-selling author on Amazon. And today I am going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I am going to talk about my greatest failure as an author and everything that I learned from it. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the first book I published, then republished, and what sort of difference it made between the two times, what I did differently the second time than the first time, and how much of a difference there was in sales. Now for this video, I do have to give you guys a bit of a disclaimer. For all those looking to write and for all those looking to get into the author field, I am going to be transparent with the second and first time. And you're going to see big numbers, so I am just telling you right now that this could very easily have not worked out for me the second time, just like it did not work out for me the first time. If you are getting into writing just for the sake of making money, I wouldn't advise you doing it. You have to do it because you genuinely love what you do. I didn't write my first book or my second book or any other book after that because I thought it would make money. I'm not gonna lie and say that by the time I was making like really good money that I wasn't hoping to make the same amount of money. But when you're writing, you do it because it's something that you love, not because it's something that can make you a profit. Getting money on top of that is a bonus, but for all those who write, you know that there is a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of effort that goes into putting something like this out. And for those of you just looking to make a quick buck, you're not going to. So that is my disclaimer for you guys. So with that said, this is a scary video for me, really scary. So if you could just smash that like button, subscribe to, comment down below, and here we go. Let's get right into the video. So we're going to start by turning around, and I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of what we are going to look at here. So the first book that I published was called Arbor, and I published this book in late 2018. So basically what I did wrong was that I wrote the entire book. I edited the book myself, and then I just put it out there with pretty much no warning, no advertising, no professional cover art. I picked the stock image for that. I mean, literally, there's a whole list of all the things I did wrong, and I'm really going to get into it. Just hold it a second. Let me flip you around right here. Okay, and here it is. I found it on Goodreads because I actually unpublished this book, but here it is. Arbor, the Mythic Beasts Saga, Book 1. As you can see, I used my full name for this. I changed that to a pen name because that last name is very hard for people to pronounce. So basically, like I said with this book, it took me about 3 months to write it. And then without any warning, without hiring a professional editor, without getting a really good cover, I just threw it out there and hoped that it would do well. That is pretty much everything that I did wrong with the book. If you are serious about publishing a book, you always want to hire a professional editor because you will not be able to spot all of your own mistakes. Secondly, you need a good cover artist. Third, you need to advertise. You need to get the book out there. You need to send it to beta readers. You need to get other people's opinions. And you need to talk about the book. You need to not just put it out there, but you need to be constantly reminding people about it, constantly telling them about it. And not just throwing a book out there, telling your family members, hey, I published a book, and expecting it to do really well. So as you can see right here, this is what the book looks like when it was republished. Just about a year later, September of 2019, I republished the book after I'd rewritten some parts of it and gotten a good cover. had a professional editor look it over and send it out to some beta readers beforehand to make sure that everything looked good. So, now here comes the more exciting part, or so I think anyways, and that will be the comparison between the two, so you guys can see a difference between what doing things right versus doing things wrong could, and I'm going to stress that again, could get you in terms of sales and money. Again, please do not go into this if you think this is going to be an easy thing to do. Writing a book, although I sort of make it sound easy, and for me, it might be a bit easier by this point, but writing a book is a lot of work. If you are just going to do it for the sake of making money, I would advise you to not do it. It's the same advice that anyone pretty much gives anyone. Don't get into something purely, because you can make money. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, if you don't know what you're doing, especially when it comes to things in, the creator sense, if you are creating something for someone else to enjoy, don't do it just because you want to make money. Making money is a great, bonus. When I wrote my first book and my second book, after I had horribly failed with the first one, I was not expecting to make anything, even though I did everything right the second time. So again, I'm going to turn you guys around now, and I'm going to do a sales comparison. So again, if you appreciate this, hit that like button. Please share with your friends so, those who've been discouraged by writing, those who really enjoy what they do, but haven't been able to do it, haven't been able to bring themselves to do it because they failed that first time, because they think their story is just not good enough. Just take a look at me. I never thought I'd get this far. In a million years, I never thought I'd get this far. So, yeah, here we go. So, as you can see, I have pulled up the sales for Arbor, the Mythic Beasts Saga Book 1. And right over here, as you can see, the paid units are in orange, the free units are in blue, and the paperbacks are in red. Gray, gosh. Okay, so as you can see, in September of 2018, I sold a grand total of 23 copies of the book. Yeah, not that great. In October, I sold 7. November, 1. And in December, I sold 1. And when I made the book free for a week, or was it 5 days? I'm not sure. I always get the two mixed up. I think it's 5 days that you can do for free and a week that you could do a countdown deal. So however long I could have made it free for, I gave away 33 copies. That is it. The book was free, and in an entire week, I gave away 33. It's really sad. Now, if you look at the Kindle Unlimited page reads too, 2,900 in September, 915 in October, 1 in November, and then just like almost nothing in December and January. Just a complete and total joke. Now, going down over here, you can see how much I made. The total royalties in US dollars was $92.48. I made 38 cents from Britain, Europe, $1.99. The Indian rupees, it might look like it's a lot, but that only comes out to like maybe a couple of dollars. So I mean, in total, I'd say maybe $100 on the book. And for me, I decided I'd do something smart and go and have an audiobook made. It cost me $800, and I made nothing back. I think I sold 5 copies of the audiobook. And honestly, I feel really bad for the narrator because I told her we couldn't do it anymore. I paid her half of what it was going to be, which was $1,600, and she actually wanted to finish it, and she finished it. So I felt really bad that we didn't do any sales after that because I actually agreed to a royalty split after paying her $800. So basically I lost a ton of money and time on this book. So I thought for the longest time that the book just wasn't good and nobody wanted to buy it. So what I did was I just gave up on writing for a bit. But then, if you watched my other videos, you know that finally in November of the same year, I decided that I'm going to write another book because I really wanted to. And when I did that, I hit the jackpot. The book did so well that it allowed me to quit my job and become a full-time author. And till this day, I am still writing full-time. I've published so many books, I don't even know the full count. I'll give you guys a full count the next time I publish a book and do a video like this with the breakdown, the pre-order sales, and the opening weekend. But now, here comes the scary part, and that is showing how much the book made after I republished it. So here we go, and again, I am going to give you guys that disclaimer. Do not go into writing just to make money. It is a ton of hard work. I can't stress that enough, and more authors fail than succeed. A lot more authors fail than succeed. I mean, the average in book sales for the lifetime of most authors for a book is 250 books, and you will be lucky if you sell even half of that. So again, if you're going into this to make money, do not do it. Okay, so here goes. All right, so as you can see, after I republished the book at the end of September, in the first month, right at the end of September, I sold 157 copies, and I had 137,370 page reads. Now, as you can see, that shot up in October because that was for most of the month, 446 copies sold and over 1 million reads on the book in October. And as you can see, it sort of goes down from here. You see a little bit of a boost over here in February because I put out another book. And this is going to go all the way through July of 2020. Down here, you can see the drop off, but it stayed pretty steady and kept on making money. Now, I'm going to scroll down. I don't know how many times I've got to mention this, but don't do this just for the money. So here we go. Okay, and there it is. Terrifying as it is to show off, there is the total royalties between all of the different Kindle stores of what I made on this book after I republished it and did it the right way. Yeah, there it is. Get a good, long, hard look for all of you struggling authors who really, really don't think they have what it takes. I am exactly like that. I never thought I had what it would take to do this. And remember, these two books are pretty much identical. I just changed the cover, changed the story up a little bit, got a professional editor, and this was the result. So with all of that said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was not easy at all for me to do. I mean, it was much easier for me to do with Origin, the third book I showed you guys, because it had not made all that much in the opening weekend, and I was still not profitable on the book, so it was much easier to do. But for this was genuinely hard for me to do. I mean, seriously, my heart is racing right now. It is very scary to be transparent with finances. And again, I am not doing this to flex or show off. I am doing this purely to try and motivate those who really, really want to write, but can't find the motivation to do so and don't think that they're good enough. I never thought I was good enough. Honestly, I still think I'm a bit of a fraud, even to this day. Oh my God, this is so scary. Okay, so with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful, motivational. If you enjoyed it, just hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe, share the video with people that really, really want to get into writing. This book was in the epic fantasy genre, a genre that is so full and bloated with books that it is hard to cut through that noise. But again, if you do everything right, that means you get an editor, you find your beta readers, you get a good cover, you advertise, you continuously talk about the book, your chances of success will go way up. So again, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I will see you all next time.